Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Ace Attorney Investigation, Prosecutor's Path. I'm a little pissed off at the program right now because I've already actually recorded this portion of the playthrough, except for the fact it didn't pick up the right mic, so now I gotta do it all over again. So I apologize. I might be a little lackluster in the voices, but I'll do my best. I'm still trying to figure out certain voices anyway, so works out, more practice for me, I guess. But anyway. So, we are now looking into the area where the supposed gun was found, the assassin is, based on the trajectory of the bullets. So, first things first, let's look in this trash bin. Ugh. Gross. Y'all need to go through the garbage. You prosecutors got a tough job. Detective Gumshoe. Not quite, Swift. Right away, sir. Oh, so it's the detective's job to go through the trash. Prosecutors don't want to dirty their hands. Let's see. Well, I hope I find something good. The detective seems to be a little too eager about searching through the trash. Poor Gumshoe. This is the winning popsicle stick. Detective. Sorry, sir. Let's see. Something related to the case. Look what I found, sir. Yes, good work. Let's have a closer look. I need to view this object from various angles to uncover the truth hidden within. Yes, sir! Just give me the word and I'll spin the evidence round and round. Hold the R button and use the D-pad to rotate the object to a desired viewing angle. I don't know where the R button is on this thing. If you want to zoom in or zoom out, I'll move the evidence for you, sir. Press the X button to zoom in and the Y button to zoom out. Investigate every fine detail. If you find something suspicious, please let us know immediately, sir. Move the cursor to a spot of interest and press the A button to investigate it. Alright, let's give it a try. Well, I think we only have to investigate one piece of thing, which is that. I love how we pull out the paper and not say anything about the gun that's obviously in there. Anyway, it's a document of some sort. Let's see. President's security detail? These are the plans for the president's security, sir! It depicts a security layout. The bodyguards' names are written down here, too. Rook and Knightley. The bodyguards are not from the Republic of Zangfa. It seems that the president hired a local security firm. Why didn't he use the police force of Zangfa? You want to know the reason? That's another big scoop. Do you know something about it? I was at the Zangfa embassy the other day, fixing to get me some news material. That's when I heard. It sounds like the president's got plenty of enemies. He also don't get along too well with the top ranks of the Zangfa police. I see. He doesn't even trust the people of his own country. How sad. This could be related to the assassination attempt. Evidence added! Yay! Well, why would this document be in the bag? That is strange indeed. It concerns the safety of the president. Normally, it would be under tight security. This bag? There's something else in it, sir! Well, no shit. There's a gun sticking out of it. This is... It's a gun, sir! Mr. Edgeworth, could this bag have belonged to the... Indeed, it is possible that the assassin may have thrown it away. Oh, phone, please, no. It's a revolver. For something like this to appear in a place like this. Hope no one heard my phone. It's like behind the mic, so it shouldn't pick up. Is this the work of a professional assassin? You must have used the document to carry out the crime, sir! This revolver. I will need to take a closer look at it. Alright, closer look will do. Well, first I need to turn this thing around and you'll notice there's a red dot up there. So we're gonna hit that. This is a laser pointer. It's an implement you attach to the gun to help you aim for it with a laser, sir. No shit. Just press here and... It's firing a red laser, sir. Did the assassin use his laser pointer to target the president? Alright, last thing we need to do. Hopefully it will not hit the handle. Where's the up key on this thing? There we go. This gun fired 2 bullets. That matches the number of gunshots heard. This must be the murder weapon, sir! This bag has provided us with lots of useful evidence! Dumpster diving really paid off, sir! Good work, Detective. I have one more request. Please tell the forensics team to check the gun and the bag for fingerprints. Yes, sir! If we can obtain fingerprints, it would be a huge breakthrough in our investigation. But that would make it too easy. I've got the results back, sir! That was fast. Of course! I made them double time it! Unfortunately, we couldn't find any fingerprints, sir. Of course. Are you certain you did a thorough search? Of course! We combed every inch! We even took out the bullets and examined them, sir! As expected, this won't be easy. That's unfortunate. Let's talk to this guy up here who seems oddly familiar. This is a terrible incident indeed, Mr. Edgeworth. Who's this man again? I, Winston Payne, am willing to assist as a prosecutor. He's a prosecutor. Why did you come here today? I accompany the chief prosecutor. His voice sounds like the one that I heard on the tape earlier. Was he one of the men standing in front of Miss Swift? And where is the chief now? The chief is a busy man. He had special permission to leave the premises. The chief called me here and then left by himself. I'm not completely satisfied with this. Oh, that's a little odd. Anyway, let's talk to this camera person. Maybe he has evidence. You are with the television crew, are you not? Oh, that's right, but... Then you must have recorded the speech. I'd like to see the footage. About that. That will be difficult. What was that, pal? It's your duty as a citizen to cooperate with the investigation. After the incident, the guest knocked over the TV camera in the panic. All the footage was lost. Well, this guy's gonna be fired. If there was any footage left, it could have been vital evidence. Yeah, it's too bad, sir. Ha ha ha! I'm not doing a million laughs because it's kind of awkward with her. What was that?
Looks like you're in a jam, Mr. Edgeworth.
That voice. Kay. I love her theme.
Long time no see, Mr. Edgeworth. The hero of justice. K for a day is here to save the day.
Say that 5 times fast. Hero. I guess she wouldn't refer to herself as a heroine. So, have you given up on this great thief business yet?
Nope, I haven't stopped. I'm just on vacation. I'm still in training to become the second Yatagarasu.
Oh man, I had it right the first time I recorded through. Now I'm just freaking it over. Anyway, about 2 weeks ago, this girl became involved in one of my cases. Okay, so it's been 2 weeks. It hasn't been that long. The mysterious phantom thief, the Yatagarasu. The case of a gentleman thief who steals the truth for the sake of justice. I wonder if he's friends with the Scoles. This girl is the successor of that great thief.
If you need to pick a lock or untie a rope, leave it to me. But since I'm still in training, I haven't actually stolen anything yet.
Kay, please. Kay, what are you doing here?
Isn't it obvious? I wanted to join the festivities.
She does seem to have a fondness for these kinds of events.
Afterwards, I thought I'd come meet up with you guys.
Well, we're glad to see you. You look like you've been doing well, pal.
It's been a while, Gummy. I'm glad you're well, too.
Hey, you said earlier that you could help me out.
Hee. Please, don't be surprised, Mr. Edgeworth. I took a photo that captures the exact moment of the crime.
I see. Could you show it to us at once?
Oh, just the same as usual, I see. Can you even act a little surprised? Yeah, that prosecutor's always in a sour mood. He even got annoyed when I called him my second mentor. Oh, by the way, I'm Nicole Swift, up-and-coming investigative reporter. Nice to meet you, Nicole. Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth's really...
Enough idle chatter. Can you please just show us the photo?
Fine. Here. This is a photo I took right at the moment of the gunshot. It was awful. Everyone in the audience was running in a panic.
This photo depicts the president and his two bodyguards. Judging from the names written on the security plan, these two must be Rook and Knightley. What is this? Thank you, Kay. This will be a very important clue. A very important dumb clue that's about to come up.
Oh, you got that sharp look in your eyes. Did you find something, Mr. Prosecutor?
In this photo, there is a contradiction.
This photo? I don't see nothing.
If you don't understand, then I'll show you. The scene captured in the photo and the evidence I have on hand. By comparing the two, I'll find the contradiction. It's time for my deductive skills to come into play. First, I have to find the spot that holds the contradiction.
Alright, let's see if I can actually hit the mark this time while we're doing... There we go! Okay, last time I did this, it barely was inside the square, and yet it still counted. It was pretty bad. And, you know, I couldn't move anything because it's tutorial.
Once I found the contradiction, I pressed the X button with conviction. Then I present the evidence that contradicts the spot.
Okay, you would think it'd be the gun, but it's not the gun. It's actually the newspaper article. And this is where the evidence is really dumb.
Miss Swift, this newspaper contains a photograph of the president. I'd like you to compare it with the photo Kay took at the scene.
What do you mean? Oh!
That's right. There's something on the president's forehead that wasn't there before.
Is that a mole? Here I am, face palming.
It certainly looks like a red mole.
That's foolish. It's hard to believe that a mole would pop out of thin air like that.
Maybe a bug bit him, sir.
At all? I thought you were onto something. Turns out it's just an itty-bitty bug bite. You were talking with such a serious look on your face. I was getting all excited.
The way to the truth always begins with small contradictions.
Ooh, that's a great way of putting it. I'll be using that in my article.
For my article. Alright, now we get to use logic for the dumbest evidence ever. Like, I'm not serious. Like, I'm serious. You have to connect the red ball with the laser pointer. Ah.
I've solved the mystery of the red mole.
Eh? You mean it's not a bug bite, sir?
It's nothing like a bug bite or an itchy rash. This is the light from a laser pointer.
You mean a gun was aimed at the president's forehead?
And right after that, the second gunshot was heard.
That's certainly more than just an itch, sir.
Indeed, I'm concerned for the president's well-being. It's become more and more likely that this gun was the weapon used in the attack.
Why is that security guy even up there? I mean, he's wearing one of those neck bracers. Like, wouldn't you normally not hire, like, security if they have an injury? Anyway, but why did the criminal use a laser pointer, sir?
That's right. They would have had a beam of light shining from their hands. Pew, pew, pew. Way too conspicuous.
And if you follow the path of the laser, you will find out who fired the shot.
That's not good at all.
Oh yeah, I also took some other photos. Maybe the light from the laser pointer was captured on those.
It's a long shot, but there may be a chance. Kay, could you show us those photos?
Coming right up. Firstly, the photo from before the incident.
Kay, your face is taking up most of the frame.
I kind of wanted to get a two-shot of me and the president. This was taken a little before the gunshots. And here's the one I showed you before. This was right after the first gunshot. And immediately after that, a second gunshot rang out. And then...
What is this? You can't really see much in this photo.
After that last photo, one of the running guests knocked me down. It looks like the shutter clicked just then.
This doesn't look too helpful, pal.
Well, those were all the photos I took.
I'd like to examine these in a bit more detail. Investigate which photo?
The first one, so we're already on there, before the incident.
Where can the light from the laser pointer be seen?
Gee, I don't know, on the back of poor Payne here. I mean, look at him. Poor guy. There. Take that!
I found it.
What?
Look just in front of this person in the red hood.
There!
Yes, that's probably the light from the laser pointer.
Then that red-hooded person
Would be the assassin.
We did it! It's all thanks to me, right?
Right. As expected, the great thief has stolen the truth. Perhaps the criminal can also be seen in the other photos. Let me examine these photos one more time.
Alright, now we're not going to examine during the whole incident, we're going to do after the incident.
Where can the red-hooded assassin be seen?
Well, it turns out this photo is actually useful, and I love how the cursor's on this poor person's butt. Sorry, person. You have a nice butt.
There!
The red-hooded assassin.
It looks like they're escaping in the panic, sir.
We can see the direction they ran in.
The samurai dog banner!
Right, the assassin escaped towards the right side of the audience area. Detective Gumshoe.
Got it, sir! We'll investigate the right side of the audience area.
I'm counting on you.
Off we go. We're gonna follow Gumshoe.
The red-hooded assassin. Since the park was sealed off, there's nowhere they could have run to. If we follow their trail, we'll definitely catch them. Now then, let's continue with the investigation.
We'll definitely find some traces of the assassin!
Alright, well, let's examine the hot dog stand.
I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious nook and cranny.
Well, let's first hit this little red dot on the bottom.
This is...
It's a red button, sir! Could this be...
This could be related to the person in the red hood.
Alright, next up, this little red thing that's underneath the stand.
There's something red down there. Detective Gumshoe, please check underneath the food stall.
Food stall! Something's stuck down here! Let's see.
It is a red raincoat. Could this be...
The assassins!
It appears that he got rid of his raincoat before he ran away.
Ah, that's so slow. I can't skip that. Why? Anyway, let's examine this sleeve.
This sleeve. It's inside out. It's also missing a button.
Gee, I wonder why. Let's logic this thing. Dumb logic in the first chapter. Let's see. Let's connect these two.
It looks like the fallen button came from the raincoat. It probably fell off when the assassin took off the raincoat.
If you look closely, you can see that the right sleeve is inside out, sir.
It appears they took it off in a hurry. The button was probably torn off. After shooting the president, the assassin disposed of the gun in the bag in the garbage bin. Then, during the panic, they moved from the left to the right side of the audience area. A bullet's trajectory led us to suspect someone who was on the left side of the audience area. The assassin then took off the raincoat and hid it under the stand.
Very badly. What kind of assassin is this?
The assassin was in a hurry to remove the raincoat. That's why there are signs that the right sleeve was hastily removed.
It also explains why the button was torn off.
If that's the case, why is the left sleeve not in the same state?
Ah, that sleeve isn't inside out.
On the contrary, the button is still tightly fixed.
What do you mean, sir?
To find the answer, we must examine this raincoat in detail.
tell we do. Well, here we just examine the zippers. Because we want to look underneath this, this coat area. Anyway, I like to investigate the inside of this coat. Detective Gumshoe. Got it! And we seem to have a blood stain here. This is a blood stain. Judging by the location, this is most likely the assassin's own blood. So we're looking for someone who's injured, sir. Not just any injury, Detective. An injury on their left arm. What do you mean, sir? The criminal was in a hurry to take off their coat. That's why the right sleeve is inside out. On the other hand, the left sleeve remained unchanged. How did this difference arise? Quite simply, the assassin couldn't get his arm through the left sleeve. You think of it like that, it all starts to add up. Furthermore, a blood stain was found on the left side of the raincoat. I see! He couldn't get his injured arm to fit through the sleeve! Yes, indeed. I say the possibility is quite high. It's all coming together. Investigation complete! Detective Gumshoe, I want you to pull our assassin out of the crowd. Roger that, sir! Someone with an injured left arm, right?
You must have a good head on your shoulders. You did see through me, Mr. Prosecutor. Finding the assassin with only that much evidence shouldn't be a problem at all. That's our Edgeworth.
Giving her sound accents because they have the same pitch. With everyone in the park sealed in, the assassin should still be within the crowd. I'm counting on you, Detective Gumshoe. March 25th. Oh, that's my brother's birthday. Mr. Edgeworth, we found a suspicious person in that condition, sir.
That's gotta be the assassin.
Okay, we haven't proven that this person is the assassin yet. For now, this is just a person of interest. Don't jump to conclusions.
Got it. I'll control myself.
There's no doubt that this is the guy who targeted the president, sir. It takes a daring person to target someone's life in front of an audience. Detective, bring him here. Courteously. Yes, sir! Hey, you guys, bring him here! Guess who? He's not carrying an umbrella, and his left arm is bandaged. You there! State your name! My name is John Doe. John Doe. That's an unusual name. That is correct. This man, have I seen him somewhere before? Prosecutor Edgeworth. You know my name? Yes, I have been observing your investigation. May I ask why you have called me here? We are searching for the assassin who attempted to murder the president. Do you recognize this red raincoat? Oh, I'm terribly sorry, but I'm afraid I do not. I believe that this raincoat belongs to the assassin. Oh my, that is terrible indeed. This person should also have a severe injury on the left side of their body, precisely like yours. I have no relation to this.
A stare down! Mano a mano! It's like they're firing laser beams out of their eyes. So, what happens next?
Obviously a confrontation, pal! A battle of wits between two gentlemen! Should I hear his explanation?
No.
Why do we need that? Now Miles Edgeworth. Detective Gumshoe, how long do you plan on talking with a civilian? Sorry about that, sir.
Well, hey! That's mean! At least let me learn something!
You're gonna learn through observation, so sit down. Mr. Doe's testimony. I understand that the person in the raincoat is suspicious. However, that doesn't mean that he was injured. I don't suppose you have proof? Clearly, my left arm is injured, but I can still use my right arm. When it was raining, I used an umbrella. I have no need for a raincoat. Do you now? You didn't wear a raincoat. That's your claim. Yes, not everyone uses a raincoat for protection against the rain. I am an umbrella person after all.
I'm definitely a raincoat person. Umbrellas will hinder your movement. Well, I don't use raincoats or umbrellas. Come rain or snow, all I need is my trusty parka.
This wasn't what I wanted to talk about. I hope you understand I am not the assassin. Unfortunately, leaving a testimony unexamined goes against my principles.
I think we actually have time to go through this one this time.
How troublesome. I am but a simple ice cream salesman. Oops. Please excuse me. In the panic earlier, my wound seems to have reopened. There's no mistaking that the owner of this raincoat is the assassin.
Give me a second. Ow.
Furthermore, the owner has an injured left arm. Mr. Doe, I shall reveal your true colors for all to see.
Right, let's begin. Alright, what we're going to do now is actually present the raincoat at, however, that doesn't mean that he was injured. Alright, I don't suppose you have proof. I do have proof. Check out this raincoat.
Objection!
Mr. Doe, you seem to be a very cautious person. However, today seems to be different, because you left this behind. You must be mistaken. That does not belong to me. Or perhaps you have evidence that proves otherwise? Mr. Doe, is your injury alright? The wound seems to have opened. Indeed, it is. Quite troublesome. Yes, I'm sure it is. You have my deepest sympathies. After all, you would have escaped had your wounds not opened up. What do you mean? There's no mistaking that the one who wore this raincoat was injured, and I can prove that person was you. With this.
I like how his ice cream is the one sweating.
On the inside of this raincoat, there is a small blood stain. It's the blood of the assassin.
Whoop. That ice cream. Attacking the president is a serious crime, pal. You'll cause an international incident.
No matter how long you keep silent, your true nature will soon come to light. A blood test will settle this. The blood from the raincoat, and the blood from your bandaged arm. I have all the evidence I need. Why don't you just admit it? You're the assassin who attacked the president. I am not the assassin. You don't know when to give up. If this was a game of chess, you would have been checkmate a long time ago. Admit your defeat gracefully. Seems completely unfazed. I suppose I have no choice. I'll admit it. Indeed, the raincoat is mine.
He confessed, sir! Arrest him! Arrest him!
However, that does not mean I shot the president.
What's that, pal?
Prosecutor Edgeworth, all you have proven is that I wore the raincoat. What sort of crime is that?
I think I can keep going. Mr. Doe's testimony, part 2.
I am no assassin. I am just a simple ice cream salesman.
Yeah, right. We all know it's not true.
All I did was put on that red raincoat and listen to the president's speech. It surprised me to see the bodyguards take action just before the gunshot rang out. Everyone in the audience immediately tried to escape, creating a state of panic.
I still can't find a voice for him.
Are you satisfied this time?
His story is getting fishier by the minute. He's really suspicious. Glaring at me won't help. We've got evidence. Here, look at this guy in the red raincoat. That's gotta be the assassin.
Oh, I see. That is certainly not me.
What?
Prosecutor Edgeworth, please consider this carefully. Was I really the one who wore the red raincoat? Whether he was or not, the person in the photo can only be Mr. Doe. But why? This man's self-confidence and intensity.
Actually, I don't think I can rebuttal his testimony just yet.
I think yes, we are quite out of time for now. But we shall continue with the interrogation in the next video, so I'll see you guys then. Bye bye!